Am I the a-hole if I make my partner find their own way home from the hospital? I 26F have a planned C-section for the beginning of June, as we have a baby on the way and the baby is in the 98th percentile. My doctor wanted to reduce risk of harm to the baby because the baby is really big. From what we can tell, I don't have any other risk factors. This was chosen purely for the safety of the baby. My partner 30's M has a fear of hospitals and doctors. That being said, I warned my partner this would be the case, as it's also their child, and I'd like the support, considering I am also terrified of hospitals, and I'll be essentially getting an abdominal surgery, and they told me they wouldn't stay the entire time I'm in the hospital. So my question is, would I be the asshole if I told them they would have to find their own way home, as I don't want someone who isn't going to support me in a vulnerable moment using my money or my family's kindness? If they can't support their partner and help take care of their child while their partner is in the hospital, they don't deserve to use resources that wouldn't be available to them without their partner. Am I the asshole for feeling this way? Added info that I didn't think to include, but I'm getting a lot of questions. No, I didn't age myself too for the post. I'm just flustered and bad at wording. That's my bad one. Is he not driving you? He isn't, as we lost our car at the beginning of the pregnancy too. Why does he have a fear of hospitals? He has a general fear of anything. Medical, really? I can describe something medical, and he will immediately get anxious or queasy. 3, why can't he pay for his own ride home? He's been unfortunately unemployed since January due to getting sick and not getting better. He describes a baseball-like lump in his left side. No, I can't see physical evidence of this, but he describes flare-ups and symptoms pretty similarly. Every time I've been employed since my morning sickness stopped and have been providing for us financially since 4. Why can't he ask family? He can ask his family or friends, but my family has already taken us in and given him advice as to how to help himself that he keeps making excuses for not taking, such as, I want to wait until we have our own place again. My family has said it's okay for him to use their address, and he still makes this excuse. It feels wrong allowing my family to be taken advantage of that way when he's already refused their advice. 5, why would you have a baby with this chud? We had planned this baby when we were both doing well physically and financially. That's part of why I would feel like an asshole making him source out his own ride home. 6, if he's not going, why would he need a ride back? He said he'd be there for the birth. He stated he does not want to be there for the duration of my entire stay, which will be multiple days because of it. Being a C-section 7. Yes, he can work a desk job. I've suggested it. He's told me he's looked, but ATP, I think he just sits and plays video games with his friends all night. Not really considering trying to get a remote or desk job, but I'm not in his mind. I can't really be sure. Edit? Not sure why people are lacking reading comprehension today about the car. But we lost the car. After I was already pregnant, while we could afford Ubers and were financially stable, shit didn't hit the fan financially until I was 18 weeks along. And I wasn't going to abort my child at almost 20 weeks after already knowing what they are and having a name picked out. Last edit, there are so many responses I couldn't possibly respond to them all, but I will be reading all of them and responding when I have time. Energy. Thank you to everyone for your opinions and advice. To the person who suggested discussing it with him because it could be anxiety-based, kudos. We've come to the agreement he will visit but not spend the night, as that's what makes him anxious. So we have come to a compromise that works for both of us, and my best friend will be secondary support. Again, thank you everyone.